Namaste, I am Shiva Swati, and this video is to explain that leaders can be blamed falsely. For example, Marie Antoinette was framed falsely by her lover because she refused to marry him after her husband and children were killed. She was very much in love with her people and she did not want to marry someone from a different country. But he bribed the maid to tell the people that she has spoken against them, that they had come to ask for bread, and she would have changed the policy so that bread was distributed. But the maid said that she has said that if you don't have bread, you eat cake, and then she was executed. The policies were not changed. The French Revolution took over, but the people who were leaders again became aristocracy, and again the poor suffered. So she was trying to help the poor, but her husband and children were killed first. Then she had no desire to live, and then she was executed, actually killed by false blaming. And then again politically corrupt leaders took over, and again there were inequalities. So you have to be careful to realize that good leaders can be framed, they can be blamed, and they can be killed by corrupt leaders only to ensure that the corruption continues, and you cannot do anything about it. Even if you have your children and your relatives corrupt them against you and you are trying to help them, but the children start speaking against you, so even then you cannot do anything about it, because you are trying to help, but there are corrupt people who are speaking against you and who are trying to defeat you because they don't want to change themselves. So it's not only that the leaders are suffering, it's the commoners also who are suffering. And before believing anyone who is good, or believing anyone who is really trying to help you, before believing any rumors about that person, you should realize that that person might be being framed by another person who does not want to obey, who does not want to agree with this person's thinking. And so he is preventing help to reach several people. He is preventing goodness to reach several people only by saying that a good person is bad. And this mal framing happens all the time. So you have to trust your intuition. You have to learn to meditate, focus on your breath, and learn to meditate so that you are in connection with your stomach. Your mind is in connection with your soul, and the soul resides in the stomach, behind the sacral chakra. So you have to be in connection with soul, and the soul is connected with the higher self, and you will get information from God for who is good and who is bad. So don't believe people blindly, and be careful before judging anyone as good or bad, because you can be fooled very easily by very simple remarks against a good person, and that good person can simply be killed and you can suffer. Like Razia Sultan again was killed. Delhi was for 4 years Delhi was very happy under her rule, but she was killed by her brothers because she did not like them being corrupt, and they wanted to be corrupt. They did not want to leave their alcohol and their extramarital affairs and spending on prostitutions and on clothes, and they killed her and her husband. And again Delhi was corrupt again, and poverty was spreading, and dirt had spread. Maharani Jhansi Rani Lakshmibai was killed by the Scindia rulers betraying, and the Britishers attacked her from behind. So good rulers will be killed because they are not only speaking against the enemy, the own people who disagree with their thinking will kill them, because they do not want to do the hard work. They want to be slow, and they want to have their fun, their enjoyment, and they don't care that all the people, that the masses are not well off because of their corrupt policies. So always be careful when you are judging a healer or a good leader, that you might be getting wrong information. You have to meet the healer directly, speak directly, and get evidence, and then only you can judge a healer or a leader. You have to analyze directly by his words, by his body language, by his tonality, whether he is good or bad. Does he resonate with his soul or he doesn't? And only then you can say he is good or bad. Simply on hearsay that this party is good and that party is bad is very giving wrong information, especially to people who are not aware, or to children. So please be careful while judging political leaders as good or bad, because you might be getting completely biased information, and in very, very simple words you might be getting information by people you trust, and they might be actually backstabbing you by making you hate people who can actually help you. So remain in touch with your soul through meditation. It's very simple. You can learn to do it. Even in my sessions, I teach meditation for all those who have time and who sit and do meditation. There are several who says, no, we are in a hurry, but there are several who sit and do meditation, and it really helps you in your everyday life. It makes tasks a lot easier, and it makes life a lot more beautiful. Even your relationships improve, and you feel loved in your everyday life, which is important. Love and joy and happiness are very high frequencies, and it is important to feel love, happiness, joy. Even if you have to sacrifice fun, it is more important to feel loved and feel peaceful inside you. Thank you.